Hello learners. In the last lecture, we have seen how to model a wall. So now let's see what are the properties of a wall. Okay. To check the properties of a wall, you need to select any of the wall that is present in the file. Okay. For now, we just will focus on this one, this particular wall. So as you can see here in the property, the first one represents the type of the wall. That is, the name of the wall is given. That is basic wall, wall exterior 102 BWK, etc. etc. So in the drop down, like if you just left click here, then you have multiple walls that are already present as default into the Revit template, or you can create your new one if required. So for now, we'll just focus on the walls that are present in the default template. So we have this number of walls that are already existing, and our wall is this one, this which is highlighted. So if you wish to change the type with the existing or replace this type with any of these existing walls, you need to simply just click on any of the names that are present in the list. For example, if I want this wall to be replaced with this exterior to 1.5 thickness wall, so this wall would be changed to this one. So I just left click on this, and you can see the type of wall is changed. Okay. Similarly, if you want another wall type to be present, you just need to check your required wall from the list, and you just need to select those. You can just select any of the wall that is present. I'll just select this one. So that wall is again replaced with the new type of wall. Okay, just we'll go back to the 215 thickness wall for better understanding. So you can change the types here, or type of wall, or particularly any of the walls from the like mentioned or present list. So here we have the location line. So location line, as you can see, as the name suggests, it's wall center line. So you can see the end grips are present exactly at the center line of the wall. So if I change this to uh, finish face exterior, notice the change in the placement of these grip handles. If I just place them at the finish face exterior, or select the location line as finish face exterior, you can notice the change. Previously, for wall center line, those edge grips or end grips were present at the center of the wall, and now it's shifted to the exterior face of the wall. Okay. And if I just change again it to interior face of the wall, now you notice the change. Exterior face was here, and now it's exactly opposite to the interior side of the wall. So this is how you can control, or you can check the location line function. So, and one more thing, I'll just go back to the location line. Whenever you select a wall, you can see there is a flip present here. Like this is called as flip. So whenever, like if I change the flip, like just you need to left click on this symbol, the wall is flipped. And now you change the location line to exterior. Please notice the change. Like previously, our exterior location line, or the exterior finish face exterior location line was up here on the upper side. But as we have flipped the wall, you can notice previously the flip arrow was on the upper side. Now, as we have flipped the wall, it's been on the downside. So you can notice the grips for the finish face exterior have also changed to this side. So these are the few things that you need to check when you are dealing with more wall modeling, and in terms of line location and flipping of wall. So now if I just go back and change it to finish face interior, you can notice the grips are to the opposite side of where the flip is. So just on a general term, wherever there is the flip present, that side is the external face of the wall, and opposite to that is the interior face of the wall. So I'll just put it, and like if you want to flip the wall now, the alignment would be changed. For example, if I just flip it here, notice the wall is been flipped where the grips are present. Like it's considering the grip to be the reference, and it's flipping around that grip line. See, so in order to flip the wall without changing its alignment, it's better to change it back to wall center and then have a flip, and then you can select location line as per your preference. Okay. So this is a basic know-how of what location line is. So let's move ahead with what base constraint is, base offset is, top constraint, and top offset. So to understand this in a better way, let's have a section view. To select a section view, or to have a section view in your model, you can just select this section from here, from the quick access toolbar. So you just need to mention the start and end point. So my first click goes here, and my second click goes here. And this particular thing is like how means what the section should cover. If I just drag this and not cutting any of the wall, so my section would look empty. See, there is nothing here. And if I just extend this past the wall, then my wall is visible in the section wall. Like this is called as far clip offset here. This is nothing but far clipping offset. You can either control it using these handlebars, grip handles, or you can enter the value here. For example, if I change, notice the number here, it's currently 1170. So if I extend this far beyond, you can notice there is change in value here. So you can either change the far clipping offset by selecting this section first, then entering up your user defined value in the properties of the section, or else you can just drag it as per your require. Okay, for now just drag it. And if you want to go to a particular view, select the section, right click, and here we have go to view. So go to view, and here you have your work present. So I just extend these levels to have a better understanding. And for now, I don't want these grids to be visible. So there is a shortcut by which you can hide elements, or simply you can just go right click, select the element first. On selecting elements, you have this window pop up. So you just need to select hide in view element. Okay. Similarly, you can do this hide in view element. Okay. Or else, as these both elements are of grid category, so you can just select any of the grid, hide in view by category. So now both of my grids are invisible in this section 1 view. Okay. If you want them back, then you need to just click here, the reveal hidden elements at the bottom. And now the grids, those were not visible earlier, are visible here again, and just need to select both of the elements. Use control to select multiple elements at a time, and then you have to unhide those elements, unhide category, and you need to close. Now the grids are visible again. So there is shortcut for this. You need to just press HH for temporary hiding, and if you want them back return, so HR to return them back. But this was for temporary hiding. And if you want to permanently hide them, press EH as a shortcut. Then those elements would be not visible in your respective view. And if you want them written, then you just need to use the reveal hidden elements tool. Go back to reveal hidden elements and select the wanted, like your elements, those you want to be shown in the particular view. Go to unhide elements and close the menu. So my grids are visible again. Now you can see here, now we have base constraint. Like the base constraint is the bottom end of the wall, and similarly the top constraint is the upper end of the wall. For now, the base constraint is at level 0, which is here, and my top constraint is at level 1, which is here. So if I want to make any changes into the height of the wall, you can just go to any section and you can drag the grips that are present here. But this is not a practically good way. Like for temporary adjustment, it's feasible. But when you are working on a large project, it's better to use what base offset, by giving certain values in base offset, giving certain values in top offset, or by changing the constraints. Okay. If I want my wall to be starting at 500 mm below the level 0, then I will just enter a value of minus 500 mm into the base offset. Like currently the base offset is 0. So you are finding the wall is exactly resting on level 1. If I give a particular value, then the wall would be either up or down based on our what sign. That if you give plus, it changes. If you give minus, it changes in another way. For example, if I give negative 500 here, 500 mm here, then my wall goes below level 0. So the reference here would be taken as the level of base constraint. Like the base constraint we have set is level 0. And when we are giving a certain amount of offset, that particular number is taken with reference to the level 0. For example, if you need to check, the wall base is at 500 mm, which is with respect to level 0 only. So here comes the usefulness of attaching or giving or assigning the base constraint and top constraint. And if I give it a positive number, then the wall would be lifted up and the distance would be same from the level 0. Okay. And if you want it back, you can just enter 0 and the wall would be resting on level 0 again. The same thing goes for the top constraint as well. And just extend this one. So my level 2 is also visible. Okay. Now if I want my wall to go up here, like you can change the level, like top constraint here. Previously it was set to level 1. So if I change this to level 2, my top of the wall will move and the top will rest exactly on the level 2 line, as you can see here. And here also you can give any top constraint value or top offset value as per your preference. Like I need the wall to be 100 or 1000 shorter than level 2. So you can give any particular number here. Or if you want to extend the wall above level 2 by a certain 300 so you can do that as well. Okay. So likewise, you can assign the base top constraint and the respective offsets. I hope it's clear. Let's move ahead. And now we can see this room bounding concept we will cover when we are dealing with the rooms and areas concept. So no need to worry about it. Just make sure it's checked. Okay. And regarding the cross section, like I'll just go to 3D to make it understand in a better way. As you can see here, the cross section is vertical. But if you want the walls to be slanted, then you can just click on the slanted and you can give any angle as per your preference. I want this wall to be slanted in 15 degrees. So you can notice the change. Okay. So like, and you might be wondering why it's not affecting this. So one thing to clear as we begin, the parameters, those are present outside this edit type option, like those are present in this menu, are all instance parameter. Like it is dependent on individual to individual element. Like it's not like if we make any changes into any like any of the wall and that changes would be reflected into everything. No, these are all instance parameter and those would be dependent on single entity and not all the community together. And if you want a single change to be reflected everywhere in all types of the wall, then you need to go to edit type. Any changes here will be reflected to all the elements of that particular type of wall. Okay. Let's not worry about it. Just brief it as we progress through the core series. Okay, you want it again back to vertical, select vertical. So the cross section is changed back to vertical. And there is structural, like if you want this wall to be a structural one, you just need to check this box, or else there is no need. As we are dealing with architectural part, there is no need to check this one. Okay. And there are few other parameters here, like you can check the length of the wall is 4000 If you want to cross check, you can just check this one. Like see, this is 4000 and Revit is giving us the same value. So area of the wall is also given and then volume is also given. So you get all the dimensional parameters of the elements by in the Revit properties. Okay. I hope it's clear for now. Hope you enjoyed it. Keep learning. Thank you.